Wait for it. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hi there. Hello, 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 hello. What's up, people? Hello, 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 hello. This is Working From Home. I, of course, Mr. Ben Bailey, whom you may know as the Cash Cab Guy. Yeah, I feel like some of you have heard of it. Hosted a show called Cash Cab. Never hosted Jeopardy. A lot of people thought maybe I should. And since Alex Trebek passed away, may he rest in peace. Fantastic man was he. I was lucky enough to know him a little. But yeah, a lot of people have requested that myself, Mr. Ben Bailey, should be given a chance to host Jeopardy. But there's been no response, and I think it's because they phrased it incorrectly. They didn't phrase their requests in the form of a question. Like, who is Ben Bailey? Who is this Ben Bailey? Giving himself medium short laughs. Oh yeah! Hello, people. Hello, hello, hello. Tell me where you're hailing from, folks. As we get into discussing things. Hello, 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 hello from Buffalo to Alamogordo. And anybody northeast of Buffalo or southwest of Alamogordo, you guys are into. I didn't mean to leave you out. It's all about the O's. I'm not drawing any geographical lines or nothing. It's just all about the O's. And there's a warm laugh with claps. Don't touch that one. It's got claps. Oh, now that's a biggie. Hey everybody, this is episode 95. Holy shitballs. Episode 95er. Sean is from Michigan, but is that where you are? You're saying this is where you're from. Oh, where are you from? Oh, hi. Yeah, where are you from? So I'm running the whole show here on my own tonight, so I'm, working on these. There it is. I found it. These are real laughs that I got, by the way, people. I did work for these laughs. Not here on this show. On a real live show, my most recent stand-up special. It's called Ben Bailey Live and Uncensored, and it's a very accurate title in that I did perform it live, and there was no censorship. It seems like there is now, but there wasn't any then. Now we're doing a little honorary dab of the skin. A little homage to some comedians who are very sweaty and always need to have a bit of a towel off several times during his show, you know what I mean? I saw a guy trip and fall and hit his face on a mailbox, and I'll never forget it. It's with me right till the end. This poor man is just walking along. And I've realized that I'm old enough that I can't just blatantly laugh at awful shit that happens to others anymore. Like, I feel like there was a time when I could, but that time is gone. And now I'm concerned, which is, oh, man, poor man. He hit his whole face, right on a piece of, I think that's federal property. So there's going to be he's going to catch a case. There's going to be a whole lot of trouble in the near future for him. Face planted. You were picturing a different mailbox, weren't you? Like one of those little barn ones. You're like, oh, that's a cute little box for the mail. Why does it have to look like a I'm gonna make one that's like a giant dinosaur head with a throw the mail in here. I guess that's a frightening face, but not because it's like so realistically scary. It's like what's wrong with that guy? Instagram. I just want to say, hey man, after all this time, we figured out how to get the picture straight on Instagram, so it's not on the side. How great is that, Instagram? We're so glad that you guys are here. Took us 95 episodes to figure out that we just turned the phone. All we had to do was we turned the phone. Sometimes whose razor is that? Occam's. Sometimes the easiest answer. Yeah, except when it isn't, which is plenty of fucking times. Yeah, we're totally twisted. So I just turned the phone, and now Instagram, we're totally straight up and down, like we're we're using the same aspect ratio. You know what I mean? I can't believe this is episode 95, you guys. It not only does it mean that we've done now 95 of these things, 95 plus hours of total horseshit nonsense for you to enjoy or to hate with a passion as long as you feel strongly one way or the other. No indifference will be tolerated. Either you hate me or you love me. I don't know who that was, but I like him. Not only does that mean that we've done 95 of these, including today, I know some of you are like, well, you didn't technically do this one yet, Ben, because you're doing it, so you didn't really do it. But so when you're done, then you'll have done 95. Yeah, I know that annoying person who's focused on the wrong thing, which I guess is me, because I just made that whole thing up. Not only does that mean we've done 95 of these things, 95 hours of total horseshit nonsense for you and the family to enjoy forever. Just call now and donate. But it also means that we're 5 away from the launch of the big new show. Ba-boom! And I just came up with the name. That's it, the big new show. Ta-dow! How you like me now? It's big, it's to the point, it's simple, which is important because you want folks to be able to understand. Sometimes I'm frightened by just how much I love the taste of beverage. Especially if I look back to the first time I ever tasted beer, and it was like, whoa, what the... Fast forward 27,000 of the fucking things. Oh, this is the most delicious thing I ever had in my whole life. Oh, I can't get enough of these. All the best drinks are awful when you first try them. Right? Beer. Coffee. Remember you tasted coffee as a kid? Oh, God. Now I'm like, I'm just like, coffee? Yep. Hold on. Slow down on the coffee. Beer. And then once in a while, water. You know, in between. Coffee, beer, water, beer, coffee. This is this afternoon for me. Coffee, water, beer, coffee, beer. I'm just kidding. Really, I'll add some juice. I drink a lot of the vegetable juice, you know, it's delicious. It's so good for you. It gives you a long nose like mine, see what I mean? I do like the vegetable juice, and boy, does it keep you regular. I mean, like more regular than fucking trains, you know what I'm talking about? Like whenever you feel like it. Really, that sounds amazing. I feel like I've been bound up for 100 years. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you drink this stuff, you shit your brains out. It's fantastic. I feel 10 years younger. To me, I'm saying, not if you touch me. I do like the vegetable juice, and honestly, there's nothing better for you on the planet, really, than vegetable juice. Just look at the juice man. I mean, if you want to have long, thick, bushy eyebrows until you're 175, fuck, man, vegetable juice is the way to go. It's the way to go, the way to go, the way to go. I'll tell you, I never had so much fun in my whole life I do with you people. Best days of my life, I'll tell you that. The irony of me saying that to you guys while I'm alone in this basement. Spending this time here, now, with you people. It's been the best time of my life. It's been the springtime of my summer. What? He said to a room that was empty. Of all but himself. So more and more twilight. It's more and more twilight. Oh, it's more and more twilight. Hello. Twilight. What? It's more and more Twilight Zone. More and more. It's not getting less and less. I kept thinking it was going to go back. He said, no, go back. Now he's worse. I think he's more and more so. Oh, man. I'm sorry, guys. This is late. We're very late with this, but it's time for a drive-by. Oh, yes, zizzer. I love it that I get too into them. Oh, shit. Cheers, folks. It's a Cash Cab Drive-By. That's the portion of the show where you take a sip of your beverage. I don't care what it is. Take a sip of it right now with us, along with the rest of us. And now, if you will, move your head in time with the music. Oh, thank God that's over. Jeez. Those drive-bys, I'll tell you. There's something else. Yeah, I saw a guy fall over and I was worried about him. I was like, there was a time when I could openly open it. I mean, I'm making up words tonight, where I could openly laugh at another person's terrible misfortune, be it physical or emotional. And it was a freer time in my life, I'm going to be honest with you. I had more fun. Of course, there were more lows that came with the highs, of course. As with anything. I almost forgot to turn on the tittering laugh. It's a fantastic title. Provided by one Miss Emma Gleason, who, folks, is not here. I'm afraid she's not here. She won't be on the show tonight, so. She's gone to sleep. She was quite tired. She lay down early and went to bed. Not only did she not want to do the show, she doesn't even want to hear it, or she's like, I want to be unconscious when that is happening. Yeah, she was not feeling great and went to rest. So it's just us down in the basement, you guys. So let's get fucking crazy, you know? Yeah. You guys are all like, you already are crazy, Ben. You're way ahead of us. Are you driving? You're driving me crazy. I'll drive you there, but you're going to have to drive yourself home, understand? And it's not going to be easy. Oh, this is much better, yeah. I'm so blue on the sides of my head. Not anymore. This is good. This seems good. I feel like this is better. Don't you feel like this is better? Did you ever see somebody do something so shitty on the road that you have to chase them down and get a look at them just so you know? You're like, if you ever run into them in town, you're the guy that I saw what you did. Drive up next to him, you're like, look, kids, that's what an asshole looks like. No, it isn't, Dad. different kind. It's an expression. I'm so blue. You ever just have a day where you could sing for a day? Like, oh shit, I was crushing that. And then you like try to show someone and like, oh, please stop doing that. Oh. I had a lot of moments like that as a kid. I remember I got into skateboarding. I started shredding. After the magic of bicycle motocross, also known as BMX, had sort of passed, we moved on. We started skateboarding, which, as you all know, I firmly believe should be called board skating. And it was awesome. And my friend had a garage that was like pulled up and then down into the garage, and then it went straight back. So we built a ramp on the back. So it was like a half pipe in his garage. And we would just skate in there. And it was very smooth transition from the flat part to the lip of either end, because one was the actual garage floor and the other one cut to a nice angle. So there was hardly, it just lay totally flush with the surface of the garage. So I was like ripping it up in there, doing all these cool skateboard moves that I don't remember any of the names of at all right now. Nothing too fancy, but like up to the top and turning around and coming back down and some cool stuff. And then my friends were like, so I was telling my other group of friends about it, and they were like, yeah. And then one day there was this horrible half pipe at the school, and there was like a 1-inch lip on either at the bottom of both ramps. And they're like, yeah, let's see some of those skateboarding skills you were telling us about, dude. And I just sucked. Like, it just looked like I was completely full of shit. I just rolled up to the ramp, and the board got stuck, and I fell down every time I tried to do it. I'm still a little bit hurt. I'm still a little bit upset about it. I don't know if you can tell, but it was one of those moments. Oh, son of a bitch. Sometimes you get in those, and you're like, after about 40 years, you learn to don't try to fight it. It's going to make it worse. Just let whatever bad fortune here is going to befall you. You must allow it. You must just allow this to happen. Like, say you're walking along and you slip in dog shit and hit your face on a mailbox. Are you going to get angry, or what are you going to do? How are you going to deal with that? A second ago, you're on your way to get a cup of coffee. Now, you slipped in shit and you're actually hurt. Are you going to be able to maintain some level of, I'm sure I'm happy to be here today and experiencing all of this? That's the game right there. That's it, man. That's Can you feel okay no matter what kind of shit gets thrown in your face? Can you? And it's all about, you can't do shit, so path of least resistance. The path of the least resistance. Those are two different things. They don't really fit together like that. But cheers, you guys. 95 episodes, which means, as I said, 5 more until episode 100. Episode 100 coming soon. I'm causing you to pre-cheer. Oh, you guys are so excited about the new show. Love it. I feel like we should make a good commercial for It's the Big New Show. Maybe we should. The home audience seemed to like that idea. Is that a good idea? Oh, shiznit, it is a good idea. Yeah, people falling down is funny until you're old enough for it to hurt when you fall down. And then it's like, you know what? That shit's not fucking funny anymore. It hurts, man. It hurts to fall over. Unless you're warmed up. You just got to get warmed up. So if you're gonna fall down or wipe out, get loose before on your way down. Try to get your heart rate up. Oh, ah! It's such a fun thing to watch, honestly. There's no guilt. It's just a fact of nature. I mean, there's whole giant television show franchises based on the fact that people like to watch other people wipe out. This shit is fucking funny. I used to say at funerals, we should have more fun at funerals. We should. it's a weird, I know it's a weird stance. Hear me out on this. But if you could just hire people, professional people to like trip, not to like show up as clowns, but to blend in and then to like, whoops, catch a foot on the pew and go down in a funny way. Okay, maybe that's not such a good idea. I'm sorry if I offended anybody. I'm not. I didn't, and I'm not. And that's all I have to say about that. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I've said it before on the show, and I'll say it again. If somebody ever says the words, I'm going to be completely honest with you, they're probably about to sell you some horse shit. I'm going to be completely honest with you. For the first time since we started talking. That's the part they don't say. It's like, what have you been doing up until now? I'm going to be completely honest with you. In his head, he's like, starting tomorrow afternoon. People get those little things in their head and then they say them all the time, you know? Like, at the end of the day, somebody's trying to make a point, they just keep saying, at the end of the day. Like, who cares what time? At 3 o'clock at the end of the day. Well, the bottom line is, what are you talking about? There's no bottom line. You and your corporate jargon. Whenever I get a corporate gig, I have to get on the phone and so often a conference call with people in the corporate world. And I'm like, man, these guys, they love their lingo. They're so into their lingo. They think they're cool with their corporate lingo shit, you know? Like, okay, well, circle back. You mean call you again? Yeah, okay, and then we're gonna circle back. We're not riding horses here. It's all in the memo. I do kind of wish I would have a chance to say that to a group of people at some point. It's all in the memo. That's being a comedian and a performer and a philosopher, clown. I don't really have that in my workday. I'm gonna work it in. I'm gonna hire some people, and I'm just to receive memos, so I can firmly state the things that are in the memo, and then go, it's all in the memo. Don't tell me you didn't read the memo. Memo? Really? It's in the memo? Yep, right in the memo. Ow! It sounds like a place you get hit with a kickball. Oh, right in the memo! Got him right in the memo! Yerk! Yerk! These people just keep laughing. All 6 people on Twitter are laughing. It doesn't matter how many people watch. I don't spend the rest of the week just checking the numbers or nothing. It's not the only thing I have in my life. I've been out in the yard working, doing stuff. It's been pretty fun, man. I got my hands dirty, but not like dirty, you know what I mean? Like I did some work, I accomplished some stuff. I found some old bluestone, like buried, which is how I like to say it, even though I know nobody says buried anymore, but it's spelled like buried. Well, it might be, maybe 2 hours would be buried, but I just think it's fun, so I say buried instead of buried, because buried is very different. It's definitely not spelled that way. So buried all over the property here, bluestone. Actually, strangely enough, behind the back door of this house, the downstairs basement door, was just like all kinds of concrete, chunks of concrete, and pieces of bluestone just piled all around this back door area. And I think I've just now understand why the guy that lived here before was trying to like fend off water trouble because we're like below grade here. But there's a door that walks out, and it's like he had a half door with just a block under it, and it's like, well, water's just going to come right under that, right through there. But so there's all this bluestone, all this concrete. I got rid of most of the concrete, what I could so far, but the bluestone I got to reuse it. I made like a little patio thing that Emma hasn't seen yet. So looking forward to the reveal on that. Although I have to be honest, it could go either way. It might be like, I'd be like, what do you think? And she'll be like, and she'll think, she won't say yes, and then she'll give me some very practical reason why maybe I shouldn't like it my own self. But I think it's going to be good. I think this one's going to work. And I was having fun by the end. I was like, it's so easy to break certain rock, bluestone. You just like snap it, popping these things into place. Like, we'll post pictures. Here's what we'll do. We'll post some pictures of what I did, and then you guys could see if you like it or not. But we'll save those up for the big new show. Oh, shiznit. Am I like really late with shiznit? Because I'm kind of having fun saying it. I know it's not new, right? You use an expression and somebody's like, duh, that's so old. You're like, I know. I'm not trying to be hip here, my friend. I was trying to be hip. Sorry, didn't work. A lot of waves on Instagram. I just noticed those. Hey, usually I can't see those because we got you sidewards. Hello, everyone. By the way, people on Insta, if you guys look in the feed there, you could very easily make a donation to No Kid Hungry, which is a fantastic charity that does exactly what it says it does at No Kid Hungry. The goal is to get food to all the kids here in these United States that need food. And if you make a donation, it could help as soon as tomorrow. That's true for Stop Laughing iPad. The iPad was just rudely laughing through this very serious promotion of a very, very, very credible and wonderful charity known as No Kid Hungry. If you're watching on Instagram or on Facebook, you can just very easily make a donation right now. Or not, it's totally up to you. No pressure or anything, but, Kids are hungry, man. We heard about them right around the time that we started doing this show, and we have hopefully, we've been promoting them all the way through, and I think we've made a difference, you guys. I think we really have. Mostly you guys, you're the ones who've made the donation, so thank you for that. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of applause. Thank you. If you'd like to make a donation or give me a tip, a donation to the Ben Bailey is Funny Fund, you can do that on Patreon as Ben Bailey Comedy. You can leave me tips on one of these things. I don't remember. This is where we need Emma to tell you where these things are happening. Venmo. I have a tip jar on Venmo. And it's everything I am is either real Ben Bailey or Ben Bailey Comedy. If you guys want to help me out in a much easier fashion, all you must do is go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. The more of you that do this, the better it will be for me. And this is all about me. And Emma. It'll be good for Emma, too. And for you. I haven't really figured out how it'll be good for you yet. Oh, well, you'll get notifications when we post new stuff. And we're going to be posting stuff, man. We're going to bring the big new show starting episode 100, which is, I believe, going to be on December 22nd. Just a few days before Christmas. Yes, David Kowalski is always very thoughtful. Con, you are right about that. And thank you, David, for that. Don't think we don't appreciate it. We very, very much do. Very, very, very much we do. I don't know why the crowd is laughing. This is not a joke. Why you keep laughing at trying to have a serious moment here? So yeah, thanks guys. You can do any of that if you'd like to help us out. Also, I have shows. I have live shows coming up. Attention, may I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? This is a special announcement. I'm going to be at Laugh Boston Thanksgiving weekend. I'll be doing live shows right there in Beantown. Hope you guys can come out. Had a great time. I was there last at a place called City Winery. This time I will be at Laugh Boston at the Westin Boston Seaport. And that is the Friday and Saturday after Thanksgiving. The day after Thanksgiving and the day after that. Right there in Boston. We'll be throwing tea into the harbor. I don't know why that's the wrong accent. I should have had like a mid-Atlantic accent, because it's like between England and America. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, man. I'm really looking forward to it. Hope you guys could make it. And then the weekend after that, the very next weekend, the first weekend in December, Peoria, Illinois, Friday and Saturday. Kevin Rubble says, see you in Boston. Awesome. Looking forward to it, buddy. Not if I see you first. I never got that one. As a kid, my friend's dad would always say that. I'd say, see you later. And he'd say, not if I see you first. And I never understood until I was an adult. Here's what it means. If somebody says that to you all the time, you say, see you later, and they say, not if I see you first. Here's what it means. It means if they see you first, they're going to avoid you. And then you won't see them, right? I like it. It took me 28 years to figure it out, and I like a good puzzle, a good slow burn. I hope you guys are appreciating this, because otherwise I'm just a man going crazy alone in a room that is partially subterranean. Let's drive it by. It's a cash cab drive-by, folks. That means that if you have a beverage in front of you, pick it up and take a sip and say, all hail cash cab. Backwards again. I'm 1 for like 26. That's the home crowd. They love a good or a mediocre harmonic. Okay, all right, easy, folks. My goodness. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, and now we're gonna do one that's Emma's absolute favorite segment. She doesn't like the one where we do ASMR. And I just recently understood that it's because she doesn't like ASMR. I forgot that it ended abruptly. Shit. It's a real sound of me cough laughing. Yeah, ASMR. It stands for cheers, everybody. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, boy, boy. So we smallered our vegetable garden. Dun 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 dun, vegetable garden. We made it smaller because it was so big. It was hard to manage. You know, there was all this giant space, and I built these two like planter boxes. One's going to be a vegetable garden, and one's going to be an herb garden. So you pick the vegetables here, and then you throw them in a bowl, and then you grab the herbs, and you throw the herbs in with the vegetables, and you have herbed vegetables, and you're right in between both of them. You don't have to go anywhere. And it felt good. It felt good to work outside and breathe the air and go, fuck, it's dark already? It's like 4 o'clock. Why? Why? Some people say they hate it when it starts getting dark real early. And I'm like, yeah, imagine if you slept until 1:30. Then how would you feel? 2.5 hours of daylight per day for me. Excuse me. And you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. But yeah, when you sleep till noon, 4:30 is not far off. You got to get up and get out there and get your shit done. Get out there and dig holes. Get out in the yard and dig those holes. The world needs ditch diggers too. Which I know you guys know that one. But I don't know where the I don't know where they're there it is. The world needs ditch diggers too. That's tonight's movie quote. For those of you that didn't know what this was. That was fun. That was like, I was in motion the whole time, you know what I mean? I wasn't just standing there making a face. I was moving in and out. Things were happening. It was fantastic. You loved it. You know you did. You loved it. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know if I could do 100 more of these things, but I think so. As long as you guys put up with me, just doing whatever. Caddyshack, Judge Sailed Ted Knight. I assume autocorrect changed smales to sailed, and boom, you nailed it. You got all three of them. Bing, bang, booyah. Brrrt. That's 3 correct answers. So you got 3 dings, buddy. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Emma just notified me via Facebook that it's already 9:42. I can hardly believe it. Even from a deep sleep, she's letting me know that it's time to wrap it up. Oh man, that reminds me of a story. I was on stage at this place. I believe it was called the Alexander Hamilton Theater in Washington, District of Columbia, our nation's capital city. And I was performing, and it was an interestingly shaped room. So right in front of me, it didn't go super deep, but then off to the side, it got very deep. So the stage was kind of on the end of this sort of long, strangely shaped room, and there was a balcony. So there was people that were like in the balcony were maybe 15 feet away from me at the most. And they were sitting behind, a thing, and they were like right there. And so everyone else could see them too, And I look over at about 15 minutes in, or 10, about 15 minutes in. I don't know how far into the show it was. I don't remember, but I think it was relatively early. And I look over, and one of the guys, there's a row of people seated there, and one of the guys is just out, just like head back, mouth open, just sound asleep. He's 10 feet from where I'm doing a live stand-up comedy performance, and he's sound asleep. So I start messing with him. I start doing all these announcements like, "Attention, may I have your attention, please, for the man who's fallen asleep in the balcony, in the front row of the balcony in the middle of the show. Go ahead and have a good sleep, sir. It's okay. Don't worry about us." I'm just talking to him, doing all kinds of stuff, trying to wake him up. Finally, he wakes up. He gets angry. He's mad at me for waking him up. And then his wife starts getting mad at me for giving him shit, for getting mad at me for waking him up. And we're just yelling at each other. And they're like, "Well, we're leaving." I'm like, "Well, fine, go home and go to bed. You're asleep anyway. You're either asleep or you're angry. Fucking go ahead, man." So they're leaving, and they're shuffling way toward the back of this long room, and I can see them the whole time. Again, because of the weird layout, everybody could see them. And they stumble off, and I think one of them gives me the finger. I'm already laughing, and they open a door, and they go through it, and they slam it, and I go, "Guess what, everybody? That's the coat room." The whole place bursts out laughing because it is the coat room, because we got a tour. So I'm like, they're gonna come out any minute. I'm like, "Come on out, come on!" And they come out, and it was like, "Ah!" It was yelling at them. Oh, it's hilarious. They stormed out into the coat room, and they would have gotten away with it too, except I knew it was the coat room. Otherwise, they could have just stayed in there. Like Todd Berry, after Howie Mandel tricked him. It was cruel. There's a bit of history there, a little comedy history. I only know one song. I'm afraid I just know the one. All right, it's more than one. All right, folks. Well, I guess it's time to do the news. Except Emma's not here, so that's it for tonight's news. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a good story. Someone just said it was a good story. I'm glad. Let's just listen to the eyewitness news van music. All right, I'll stop. Okay, I'll stop. Good evening. I'm Ben Bailey, and this is no news because we have no news to report. Sadly, we haven't anything to tell you at all. No news is good news. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. What does that mean? Well, I'm afraid I don't know what this means. Oh, shit. It just got good. Oh, it just got really good at the end. It pulled me in at the end. We never listened to it that far. How do you do that? There's our fake tech problems, folks. I hope you like them. We haven't done one of those in ages. Scored a goal in hockey last night. The ref didn't see it. The other team just played on. But the coach put it on the scoreboard anyway, so looks like I did score. I have to say it's one of my favorite things that I do in my life at this moment is play hockey. If you are a middle-aged person, which is optimistic on my part, I know, but if you're a middle-aged person like myself, some sort of organized sport would be fantastic for you. I'm telling you, man. What a great thing it's been. Remember something you loved to do when you were a kid or a teenager and slowly get back into it. What I'm saying is don't hurt yourself. You're old now. And you might be a bit brittle if you've been sitting on the couch for 35 years. But man, what a great thing it was for me. And could be for you too. Get up, get out, go do something, Build a patio or a shed or a pergola. Or play a sport with some friends, What a difference this make in your life. For reals, big difference. Big difference. Terry Chan says, I love NASCAR races. And I want you to actually do something. I don't mean go out and watch something. That is great advice. Well, thank you. I think it's pretty solid, man. Sport, exercise has carried me through a lot, everything. It's not the only thing, but man, it can be a constant in your life when other shit is crazy. So, Teresa Newman says, "I'm just a nitwit, knit with a K. I guess that means she's a knitter. Sorry, dude, you don't have to apologize to me for that. But good for you. Maybe knitting is your thing. Knitting. See, I like to do things with the hands. I like to get my hands working. I like to create. Knitting must feel that way. You sit there like moving your hands a little bit, and then you're like, look, a scarf made you a sweater. You just have to add the antlers. I went to a concert, you guys. I went to a band that's like one of my favorite bands, and even though I had been in a bunch of conversations about like the great American bands, somehow nobody mentioned Steely Dan. And I gotta say, I fucking love those guys, man. I went back again the next night. It was so good. I went back the next night. I think I told you guys that already, but I'm still feeling excited about it. I'm still listening to it, and I still have Steely tunes in my head, like all the time. And I've been listening to a lot of Joe Walsh, Mr. Joe Walsh, of the Eagles and the James Gang, and of Joe Walsh, who I have to say, one of the greatest guitarists of all time, in my opinion. Love that guy in a very different way than I love and respect Mark Knopfler. I know you don't pronounce the K, but these guys are legendary. And yeah, Joe Walsh is amazing. He's got a lot of fans out there. Just a cool guy, man. That song "Life's Been Good." I just love that song when it came out, and I was a kid. I was a boy who wanted to be a rock star and live this life where it's hard to leave when you can't find the door at 4. I think I deserve to give myself a laugh on that one because I feel like a couple of you guys chuckled. Yes, they did their albums at the Mail Pack. That's right, Con. That's where I went. I went for the greatest hits, and then I went back the next night for Asia. And they came out and played Asia on the Sunday night. They came out and played Asia beginning to end without a word. And then he was like, "Oh, that was Asia, and now we're gonna play some random shit." It's fantastic. It's fantastic to see them and hear the tunes. I know it's not all the same peeps, but they were awesome. And those guys are great, man. They're like really good. They're American. Not that I only like American bands or something. It's just like when you think of the greatest bands of all time, the whole top of the list, you kind of go, you're like, nope, not American, not American, not American, not American, which we just thought was interesting. My manager and I, so then I've discussed it with people repeatedly since then, and lots of different folks, you know what I mean? And nobody said Steely Dan, and I just want to acknowledge them that they are fucking awesome. And Donald Fagen seems cool as shit. So yeah, I'm gonna give those guys a little applause. That's more than a little. That's for you, Steely Dan. Who is this Steely Dan guy anyway? Is he any good? I've never even heard of him. They like have to play that Reelin' in the Years. They have to play. Like if you went to see Steely Dan and they didn't play Reelin' in the Years, you'd be like, I'm gonna cry. I'm so sad about that. You'd have to. But after you've seen them once, you're like, are you really doing it again? It's their built-in encore. They have to do it. Bunch of session musicians that made it big, says Con. The Bard College Boys. There was a guy at the show who was like, he's like, yeah, I went to Bard. I'm like, oh, okay. But you're not in the band. It's pretty funny. He's just likening, like, kind of like, yeah, I went there too. You know where those? Yeah, me too. Don't play music. Here's a little trivia, Steely Dan trivia for you guys. Who's the surprise? One of the early members of Steely Dan. It's not what you'd expect unless you know it, and then you know it. Not known as a musician, but as a comedian. Free as a bird. Well, what does that have to do with anything? Oh, we're getting a lot of like hearts and ribbons and stuff on some sort of ribbons, it seems, on Instagram. Those must be Insta ribbons. Woot woot, says Melinda Homerfink. Woot woot. I like the woot woot. Why are you saying Miss Piggy? I feel like you guys we're playing a different game. Did I say who's your favorite Muppet? No. But now I did. So who's your favorite Muppet? No, Steve Martin is not a Muppet, Connor McLaughlin. Sound like a prize fighter. Songstress. Leonardo da Vinci. No. Nope. Forgot the question. Gonzo, if we're playing. You guys are, this is great. I feel like I'm communicating with you guys worse than ever. Psst, Emma texted you the news to read. Did she post that? Oh, this is hilarious. She's 2 floors up. I got the days, but... Oh, here we go. Oh, this is fantastic, you guys. Ready? It's time for the weekly weird news with Emma Gleason. Ben Bailey playing the part of Emma Gleason. All right, it says, what a character. Tonight's news story is being read by me. I know nothing of it. Red Crocs weren't enough to protect an 11-year-old boy at the Cuyahoga County Fairgrounds on September 18th when a haunted house actor took his role a little too far. This sounds creepy. According to the Washington Post, the boy, his sister, and some friends were headed to the 7 floors of hell haunted house when Christopher Pogozelski, 22, approached them trying to scare them. The boy told Pogozelski that he wasn't afraid, that the ghoul's knife was fake. "Oh, it's real. Trust me, it's real," Pogozelski replied, then began poking the boy's feet with the weapon until he drew blood. Reportedly, the actor was using his own Bowie knife rather than a rubber one, believing it wasn't sharp enough to hurt anyone. Still, he lost his job. Well, holy shit. This is terrifying. Oh my God, this is a real news story. He lost his job over the incident after getting bandaged up. The boy returned to be spooked again. There's the kicker. The kid went back. That's a good haunted house, man. You go to a haunted house, you get stabbed on the way there the first time, and you go back for more. That's a fucking hell of a haunted house. That is 7 stories of hell. Somebody made a 7-story haunted house out of their house. Wow. I guess if your house kind of looks the right way to begin with, it's easier to make it into a haunted house. Maybe it's actually haunted, and then you don't have to do shit except like put a sign out front. Every year you just put a sign on the ground. Haunted house. And the neighbors are like, "Yeah, we know it. We've heard tell." We've heard tell. Thanks for the news story. From a deep sleep, Emma Gleason. How about some claps and cheers for her sending me a news story from a deep and restful slumber. 2 flights up. Well, I can't believe that this is going to be the end of episode 95. That means just 96, 97, 98, 99. 4 more shows. 5 weeks, 4 shows. Understand? So it's 5 weeks from now, but only 4 shows, because the 5th one, that's going to be the big new show. So that's coming up, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging with us and being around with us through this whole thing. It's fantastic. We're going to keep it going. It's only going to get better and better. And not only did she send me the news, but we've also got some Wednesday holidays. Today is Chicken Soup for the Soul Day. So you need to eat your chicken soup in a very special way. On Chicken Soup for the Soul Day. That's a book. It's book promotion. Loosen Up, Lighten Up Day. It's Loosen Up, Lighten Up Day. On top of being Chicken Soup for the Soul Day. Oh, it's also Steve Irwin Day. You must know who Steve Irwin was. He was the crocodile hunter. And I actually have a crazy, bizarre story about that. I was in Edinburgh, Scotland, and I was doing the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, which was an awesome, great fun, great time, too good, dangerously good. And there were these two guys, these two Scottish, or maybe they were Brits. It's been many years now. These other comics that I would run into them, and we had a couple of good laughs, and they would always say, "Did you hear the news about the crocodile hunter?" And this is before Steve Irwin died. They would say, "Did you hear the news about the crocodile hunter?" And I'd say, "No." Or whoever would say, "No, what?" And they'd say, "He was eaten by a crocodile." And they would get a laugh with it when he was alive, And so literally weeks later, the news came out that Steve Irwin had died, and my reaction was like, "Oh my God, was he eaten by a crocodile?" And everyone was like, "No, a stingray got him." Like, what? Oh my God, so crazy. And he really was an awesome guy. And I actually had the pleasure of knowing Bindi when she was a little girl. We presented an award together on a show, and she was like so grown up and awesome at that time, and has only done awesome things since then. And now there's a holiday, Steve Irwin Day, which is fan-fucking-tastic in my book. Also, Geography Awareness Week. I love that there's a week for that. They were like, there's literally a lot of ground to cover. A day is not enough. So, Geography Awareness Week. And now look at this. And now here's another. This is interesting. And there's a little backstory with these ones, guys. There's two more. And we got a little bit. Oh no, here we go. I'm sorry. National Unfriend Day, Geography Awareness Week, National Unfriend Day. So unfriend people. And then we have a little explanation of Loosen Up, Lighten Up Day, which is this day presents an opportunity for you to take a break from your usual busy schedule or schedule, depending on where you are, and all the stressful thoughts, and instead focus on just being happy and relaxed and having fun. I love it. Loosen Up and Lighten Up Day is our cure for burnouts and breakdowns. You just call me a burnout? After all these nice things and this fantastic idea, you just call me a burnout at the end? I think this is a great idea. Lulu Day. Loosen Up, Lighten Up. All right, cool. So that one's pretty much what it sounded like. National Unfriend Day. Please join us on this day of self-care to celebrate by simplifying our connections online and unfriending any and everyone who does not add joy to our online social networking experience. Well, everybody, I guess this is goodbye. I guess you're all going to unfriend me now because it's National Unfriend Day. In addition to several other holidays, which are these ones. Here we go.
This weekend, one day only, you better take your soul out for some chicken soup, and it's chicken soup for the soul day. Now loosen up and lighten up, and show some appreciation for a guy who hunted crocodiles for his whole life, and it's Steve Irwin Day. And if you don't know about him, look him up on a map, because it's Geography Awareness Week. And now go unfriend people who suck, because they suck, so unfriend them to this National Unfriend Day. Do it now!
Sorry, I really enjoyed how well I was able to hold that. Oh, not yet. Hold up. First, a cheer for Sunday. Yes, I know I said geography instead of geography. I don't know why that happened, but it did. This has been awesome for me. Hopefully, it's been pretty fun for you guys as well. This is episode 95 of Working From Home. I'm Ben Bailey. Emma Gleason is the one who's been chatting with you guys from remote. Oh, $10 donation on Instagram. Thank you very much, you guys. Facebook, you're slacking. Instagram's beating you by $10. That's as many as 100 meals as soon as tomorrow. Make a change, Facebook. We're waiting. That's episode 95 of Working From Home. Holy shit. Let's juggle some fucking chickens.
Ben Bailey!
Ha ha ha.